Good evening, beloved. I thank you for joining me on today's series. I believe you had a great weekend and also the past week was successful for you. I thank the Lord for your life, and once again, I thank you for joining me on today's series. Today's subject or today's lesson is captioned The Burden of Being Worried. The burden of being worried. And as usual, I begin with a question or a few questions. So today, let me start by asking you that, how long will you be sad? How long can you keep thinking? I don't know what you're worried about, but how long would you let those things that you are worried about beat you down? My brother, my sister, do not let worrying be a burden unto you. Keep pressing towards your achievements. Keep pushing forward. Be strong and march on. Be bold and don't hesitate to uplift yourself. Make use of every moment that you have life. Do not let the negative words or the negative thoughts of anybody beat you down. Live for, live off, and live by the expectations of God, not of people. You see, you are too valuable to keep thinking. You are too valuable to keep being worried. Get up and put a smile on your face, because your smile has a huge impact on somebody. Let me ask you this question. Why do you think whenever you smile at somebody, they also automatically respond by smiling back? Think about the day when you went to the mall. Think about that day when that person walking in the opposite direction towards you smiled before you or smiled to you. Why do you think they smiled at you? Why do you think people smile at you, even people that you are not familiar with? The reason is that smiling is an expression of reaching out. It's a relief from discomfort. It's the reassurance that no matter what you're going through, no matter what the situation is, no matter how worried you are, you can still recognize that there's joy. That is why people smile at you. That is why people that smile at you expect you to also respond with a smile, because you are reassuring them. You are relieving them of their discomfort. Let me share my example with you. I have a personal experience to this. It all started in the summer of 2013. When I came home for the summer, I decided to take a class. At that time, I was an undergrad at Miami University of Ohio. So when I came back for the summer in 2013, I decided to retake a class that I didn't do well in the previous semester. Along that line, I also had an internship. It was an unpaid internship. So I was basically helping out a doctor at Dublin Methodist Hospital in Columbus. And at the same time, I had to take summer classes. Since I wasn't paid for the internship and also taking summer classes, I had to find another job to pay for the summer classes and also to pay for bills. It was a discomfortable moment for me, because as an intern, I had to go to the hospital from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Right after that, I had to go to class from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the job that I find to pay for my bills was at Walmart. Walmart gave me a full-time position from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., somewhere around that time. So I was barely getting enough sleep. I wasn't getting enough sleep. From 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'll be at the hospital. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll be in class. From 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. to around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I have to go to Walmart to work. So it was a very discomfortable moment for me. But you know why I didn't give up? One day I was at the hospital working with the doctor that I was paired with when a patient came in. This lady was in her late 50s. She was somebody suffering from her sickness. She was dying. She needed help. She needed help. She was dying. She was in pain. And you know one thing? Whenever I go to her room to check up on her, she smiled at me. I didn't understand why. Why is somebody going through pain still smiling at me? So whenever she smiled at me, I also smiled back. Whenever she smiled at me, I also smiled back at her, though I didn't understand why somebody going through such pain would smile. But you know what? That little smile, that facial expression from the lady, is that thing that kept me going back. I could have given up on the internship. After all, it wasn't a paid one, so I could have stayed back, take classes, and work at Walmart. But I chose not to. Because that smile that the lady was sharing at me, whenever she smiles at me, it reassured me of something. It reassured me that no matter how difficult my summer is being, no matter how difficult it is when you're not getting enough sleep, no matter how difficult it is when even your family is not seeing you, there's still a reassurance. So her smile kept me going back to the hospital every single day. It came to the point where the lady wouldn't eat unless I'm there. Whenever her food is ready from the nutrition department, the nurses will call me to go pick up her food and bring it to her. Wow, because she wanted to smile at me. I don't know how my facial expression was so obvious to her that deep within me, I was feeling discomfortable because I was having a bad summer. But that smile that the lady was showing towards me, that facial expression, it meant so much to me that she didn't know. But you know what? Whenever she smiled at me, I also responded with a smile. Whenever she smiled at me, I also responded with a smile. So there were times that we weren't even talking. I would just go to her room, she would smile at me, I also smile at her, and then go to the next patient. Her smile meant so much to me. It was her smile that kept me going. Though I had failed the class a semester before, and so I had to retake it during the summer. It was that smile that the lady was showing towards me that kept me to push forward. That kept me to study hard and pass the class. That smile, that facial expression, it meant so much to me. But you know what? Little did I know, or little did I expected that Whenever I also responded with a smile to her, it also meant something to her. I didn't know that. I thought she was smiling at me, and so it was just nice of me to also kind of, respond back with a smile. But my smiling meant something to her. She was in pain. All she needed was somebody to smile to, and somebody that she could see a smiling face from. So after, I think I worked there for about 3 months. That's the whole summer. Now, when I came back to school, about a month later when I came back to school, I got a call from the Human Resources Department from the same hospital. I thought they were going to ask me if I wanted to come back, or this time give me a position as a paid internship instead of an unpaid internship. To my surprise, the human resources lady that called me asked me if I could come in the next day. I said sure. So I went in the next day, and this is what they gave me. When I went to the office, they gave me this envelope. This is what they gave me. And inside the envelope, I found this card. Where is this thing? I found this card. In room 3215. That's why I was serving the lady. I'm looking for this picture. There's a picture I want to show you. Let me see if I can find it. Inside this card, the woman wrote some words that I want to share with you. She said, "Samuel, thank you for bringing me nourishment to heal my dying body. Your beautiful face shines like the sun. Your mother should be proud. I hope life treats you well, Samuel." These are her words. Take the time to read it. As I said earlier on, little did I know, or little did I expected, that me responding to her smile meant something to her. Not only that, she also wrote in the back of the card, "Life changed." Because of that little smile, because of that little facial expression that meant nothing to me, I thought it was just nice of me to also respond to her whenever she smiled at me. But it was that smile that kept me going back to the hospital. I don't know why that was happening. Whenever I felt like not going to the hospital to perform my duties, or just calling off, I kept remembering her smile. I just saw that smile on her face in my mind. So that smile kept me going. It pushed me. It showed me the reassurance. And then when I came back, she wrote this to me. She sent me this. She also wrote these words in the back of it. Again, I wish to thank you, Love, Bruce, and Marilyn. She sent me this. So what am I telling you? My brother, my sister, why am I sharing this with you? Let me tell you this. Your greatest impact or your greatest fear shouldn't be focused on being worried. Your greatest fear shouldn't be focused on being worried. Let your greatest fear be based on not being able to positively impact someone. Do not be quick to judge anyone. Sometimes all they need from you is to see you smile. Instead of you cognitively judging them. When you see somebody, instead of judging them, smile at them. All they need from you is to smile. That lady at the hospital, all she needed from me was for me to smile. She didn't need me to show up with medications, show up with a doctor and a pen and a note, doing all that. She didn't need that. All she needed was for me to smile at her. And at that moment, all I also needed was to see her smile, because that's one thing that kept me going. That was the reassurance that kept me going back to the hospital. And on that day when I walked across the stage, on that day when they called my name to come to the stage and get my license, there's one thing that I wish for, and that is to see that smile of that lady, to picture it in my mind, because that's what kept me going. On that day when my family have gathered around, when my friends are around, and they call my name to walk across the stage for my license, all I'm hoping for is to be able to imagine the face of that lady smiling at me. Because her smile changed my life. That little smile, she changed my life with that. What is my final message to you? I urge you not to walk with the pain and fear from the past. Rather, I want you to focus and walk with the happiness and joy that lies ahead of you. Do not be quick to judge people. Instead of you judging them, smile at them. All they need from you is for you to smile. All they need from you is for you to smile. I didn't expect, or I didn't know that my smile meant something for that lady. She was in pain. She was dying. All she needed was a smile. 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 Inside the card that she sent me, she put a picture of her and the husband. That's her, that's the husband. All this lady needed from me was for me to smile. she added a picture to it. She sent me her personal picture that I was trying to find, but I couldn't find. Let me check if I can find that picture quick. It's right here. Inside this card, she put her picture. This her picture. This her picture. She put this picture inside the card. And as I said earlier on that day, when my name is finally called to walk across the stage, I pray that I remember this picture. I pray that I can see this picture somewhere within my mind. Her smile, it was that smile. It was that smile. It was that smile that impacted me. It was that smile that kept me going back. It was that smile that made me say to myself that no matter how discomfortable my summer is going, I'll still keep going back to the hospital. Why? Because I wanted to see her smile. It was that smile. It was that smile. It was that smile that impacted me to go back to the hospital. It was that reassurance that no matter how bad my summer is going, that no matter how less hours of sleep I'm getting, there was still hope ahead of me. I thank you for joining me on today's lesson. I hope you have a blessed week. I also want to take this opportunity to wish my brother, Prince Kwame Kobe. I know you're watching this. Happy birthday to you. I pray that the Lord bless you. I pray that may the Lord richly encourage you, move you forward in life, and let you see the greater things that He has planned for you. God bless you all for joining me. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to like the page. And I'll see you next week. Thank you and bye.